In today's halacha, we're going to discuss the laws and customs relevant to the day of Tu Beshvat. As is known, Tu Beshvat is referred to Rosh Hashanah Li'ilonis, Rosh Hashanah for the trees, and it is first mentioned in the Gemara of Rosh Hashanah in the Mishnah on the first page. The primary relevance of Tu Beshvat is regarding halachic matters of kashrus, as we will discuss. However, we also have some other customs related to Tu Beshvat, such as omitting tachanun, prohibition of fasting, and eating fruits on this day, as we will discuss their details. First, to start off, was Tu Beshvat considered a day of judgment for the trees? So regarding this matter, it is a known common saying that Tu Beshvat, the trees are judged. So we were taught from a very young age. Well, many Gdei Yisrael and Poskim record and mention that there's absolutely no source for saying this, and not only that, but we have explicit sources on the contrary, such as in the Mishnah on Daf Tezayin Amud Aleph in Rosh Hashanah. It says, there are 4 times of the year that the world is judged, and Tu Beshvat is not one of them. And in fact, one of those dates is Shavuos, in which it states there in the Mishnah that is the time that the fruits are judged. Hence, so writes the Shneis Chaim, which is Rabbi Chaim No, that it is a mistake to call Tu Beshvat a day of judgment for the trees, and so follows in his path a number of others that write this way as well. Nevertheless, in the talks of the Rebbe, we find a defense of this common knowledge, of which the Rebbe states that just like Rosh Hashanah is a day of judgment for man, so too Tu Beshvat is a day of judgment for the trees. And the explanation behind this is that although obviously everything is judged on the 1st of Tishrei, on Rosh Hashanah, nevertheless, when it comes time for the blessing to actually come down to the earth, such as Tu Beshvat, which is the date of which the trees begin receiving the sap to create the blossoming of the fruit, so on that day a new judgment is given in whether to draw down what was already allotted to it on Rosh Hashanah, as is explained in the Chassidic teachings. So thus, in conclusion, the Rebbe does defend the common knowledge that Rosh Hashanah is a day of judgment for the trees. However, the fruits of the tree, that, of course, is judged on Shavuos, as written explicitly in the Mishnah. The first reference of Rosh Hashanah as an actual yontif is made by Rabbeinu Gershom, and it's brought in the Tshuva of Merami Rothenberg and other Tshuvas of Rishonim in his time. The halachic ramifications of Tu Beshvat. The halachic ramifications of Tu Beshvat relate to the laws of kashrus regarding Shemitah, Trumas and Maasros, and Arla of the fruits. When is a fruit considered a fruit of Arla? By when have the 3 years passed? When is a fruit considered a first or second or third year fruit or 7th year fruit regarding the laws of Trumas and Maasros? So regarding vegetables, the date that separates years is the 1st of Tishrei. However, regarding fruits, the date that separates the years is the 15th of Shvat. And that is the relevance, the halachic relevance of Tu Beshvat to the kashrus of fruits. So for example, those fruits that blossom before Tu Beshvat this year still have their types removed from them because they are considered partially still part of the 6th year produce. And only those fruits that grow from after Tu Beshvat now are considered definitively part of the Shemitah produce. Customs regarding Tu Beshvat. So as we mentioned, on Tu Beshvat we omit tachanun. So is written in the Mechaber, chapter 131.6, and recorded in the Alter Rebbe Siddur. Likewise, the Alter Rebbe adds that by the mincha prior to Erev Tu Beshvat, we also omit tachanun. It is forbidden to fast on Tu Beshvat, and therefore a chassan and kala do not fast if they are getting married on Tu Beshvat. Of the main customs of Tu Beshvat, of course, is eating fruits. This custom is first mentioned in the Magen Avram, chapter 131.5, in the name of the Tikkun Yisachar, which was a Kabbalist in the 1600s and Tzfas in the times of the Arizal. The Magen Avram writes that it is the custom of Ashkenazi Jewry to increase in eating fruits on Tu Beshvat. This custom is today also followed by the Sfaradim. The Chabad custom, as written in Sichos of the Rebbe, is to increase in fruits, especially of those fruits that Eretz Yisrael was praised for. As the Rebbe states, one is not required to eat the fruits in a public ceremony, rather each person eats the fruits with his household. The Rebbe states that one is to eat enough fruits to recite an after blessing. In another Sikha in 1991, the Rebbe stated that our custom is to eat bucks or carobs on Tu Beshvat, as carbs are associated with many miracles, as brought in the Gemara. It is not our custom in Chabad to recite any prayers when we eat these fruits, and we do not have any specific order in how the fruits are eaten, other, of course, than the orders of precedence discussed in yesterday's class in Halacha. It's brought down in the Mate Ephraim, the Aleph Hamagin, that some have the custom to eat esrog jelly of the esrog that was used by Sukkos on Tu Beshvat as part of the Hiddur of eating fruits of Tu Beshvat.